Welcome back, everyone. Last time we had an emotional conversation about childhood trauma, what it is, what causes it, and how it's passed on through generation. This is your favorite podcast, Heart to Heart with Patty Mulauzi, with your host, Patty. Today we're going to take the next step. We're going to talk about healing, about resilience, about how we can not only break the cycle of trauma, but also build a future with love, connection, and strength. I know as much as these episodes touch on some traumatic examples, we're just scraping the surface. If you want to come onto the show or write to us and share your traumatic experience and how you overcame it and healed, please reach out to us on our social media channels or send me a message. You can also ask to be anonymous if you want. The goal is to give hope to someone out there who might be struggling to deal with their trauma. Or better yet, it might prevent a said trauma from happening. Now, healing isn't a straight path. It's messy. It's non-linear. It's deeply personal. But it's also possible. So let's walk this path together. Before we can heal, we have to acknowledge the pain. Now imagine this. A woman sits in a quiet room, finally allowing herself to feel the weight of everything she's been carrying. She thinks about the moments she felt alone, the times she was told her feelings didn't matter, the ways she learned to shrink herself to survive. It's painful, but it's also liberating, because for the first time, she's not running from her pain, she's facing it. Acknowledging our pain doesn't mean we're stuck in the past. It means we're permitting ourselves to feel, to grieve, and to begin the process of letting go. It's the first step towards reclaiming our lives. Once we've acknowledged our pain, we can start rewriting the narrative. Now imagine a scenario where a man sits down with the therapist and begins to unpack the stories he's been telling himself for years. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve love. I'm broken. With each session, he starts to challenge those beliefs. He begins to see that they weren't his truths. They were someone else's. And he starts to replace them with new stories. I am worthy. I am enough. I am capable of love. Rewriting your narrative isn't about denying your past. It's about reclaiming your power. It's about deciding that our trauma doesn't get to define us anymore. We get to define ourselves. Resilience isn't something we're born with. It's something we build. Imagine a young woman who grew up in a household filled with chaos, decides to create a different life for herself. She starts small, setting boundaries, practicing self-care, and surrounding herself with people who uplift her. It's not easy. There are days when she feels like giving up, but slowly she begins to feel stronger. She begins to trust herself. She begins to believe that she can handle whatever life throws her way. Building resilience is like building a muscle. It takes time, effort, and patience. But with each small step, we grow stronger. And that strength becomes the foundation for our healing. One of the most powerful ways we can heal is by breaking the cycle for the next generation. Now imagine a scenario where a father who grew up with a father who was emotionally distant makes a conscious effort to connect with his children. He tells them he loves them. He listens to their fears and dreams. He shows them that it's okay to feel, to cry, to be vulnerable. In doing so, he's not only healing himself, he's giving his children a gift they'll carry for the rest of their lives. Breaking the cycle isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about choosing love even when it's hard. And it's about knowing that every small act of healing ripples out into the world, creating a brighter future for us all. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. Imagine where a group of people sit in a circle, sharing their stories, their pain, their hope. They laugh together, they cry together, and they remind each other that they're not alone. That's the power of a community. It's a reminder that we're all in this together, that our pain connects us, so does our healing. If you're on this journey, don't do it alone. Find a therapist, a support group, or a trusted friend. Let people in. Let them see you. Because healing is not a solo act. It's a collective effort. So let's keep walking this path together. Let's acknowledge our pain, rewrite our narratives, build our resilience, and break the cycle for the next generation. Let's find the support we need and give ourselves the love we deserve. Because healing is possible and it's worth it. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your loved ones. Have an amazing week ahead. Goodbye for now, and keep your hearts open.